Kia ora.
Called Jami-Lee Ross.
Mr Speaker, thank you very much. It's pleasing to speak on this budget policy statement. We missed Julianne Genter on the Finance and Expenditure Committee. I'm sorry that she got bumped off for James Shaw. She was pretty good on that committee. She talked a lot about leadership. I want to say I'm proud of the National Government and the leadership that we've been showing. The leadership that we've been showing to see more kids being educated in this country. The leadership that we've been showing to see that New Zealanders are healthy, that we see more elective surgeries in this country. The leadership that we've shown to see 1,100 more police officers going on to the streets of New Zealand. The leadership that we've shown to commit literally, listen to this, Julianne Genter, hundreds of millions of dollars to cleaning up waterways in New Zealand. We are showing leadership. And, Mr Speaker, the budget policy statement that Bill English, as Finance Minister, put together and now as Stephen Joyce is presenting as Finance Minister, Mr Speaker, it shows the leadership that we're showing. We're also showing leadership on responsibly managing the economy and not spending up large trying to buy elections like we've seen in the past. I love this graph. I love this graph in the budget policy statement. It shows red lines, which were Labor's additional spending, and it shows blue lines, showing National's additional spending. We've committed to another $1.5 billion in operating expenditure over and above the previous year through these budgets, through this budget policy statement. There's a huge line in 2008 showing the Labor Party's $7 billion spend-up to throw at the 2008 election. They can never stand in this House and say they were responsible with the budget when they throw literally billions of dollars trying to win an election. We are responsible, we are doing things properly, and, Mr Speaker, we're delivering for New Zealand as well. Leadership, Julianne Genter, is seeing 130,000 people gaining jobs in the past year. Leadership is seeing the average wage going up at a much faster rate than the rate of inflation. Leadership is seeing more children succeeding, fewer children living in benefit-dependent homes. Leadership is showing that there is an opportunity for people out there and that welfare dependency is not the future. Lowering the welfare long-term costs to the Crown by $10 billion because we're getting people off welfare, getting them into work, Mr Speaker, that is leadership. When the Minister of Finance appeared before the Finance and Expenditure Committee, we focused quite a bit on migration during the interaction with the Minister as we examined the budget policy statement. One of the brilliant things about the past 8 years, Mr Speaker, is we're seeing New Zealanders returning home. We're seeing New Zealanders vote with their feet, decide that they want to back New Zealand again and come home to live here. They've decided that the golden days that they saw in Australia and other parts of the world are no longer golden days compared to New Zealand, and they're deciding to vote with their feet. We're seeing literally tens of thousands of people that previously were leaving our country every year now deciding to come home. If the Labor Party and the Green Party want to ask themselves, do New Zealanders decide that the National-led government is showing leadership? The answer is yes, because tens of thousands of them are returning home. Mr Speaker, that has its challenges on infrastructure, that has its challenges on housing, that has its challenges on government services. But the bottom line is we're doing better for New Zealanders and we're showing people there is a brighter future here in New Zealand. Housing, of course, is a challenging area we must maintain. I was pleased to see that the Minister of Finance has not ruled out debt-to-income ratios, but he's also not said yes to the Reserve Bank on that. I highlight that in my speech here in the House today because it was an area I took a lot of interest in when the Finance and Expenditure Committee was examining the budget policy statement. Mr Speaker, we need to ensure that there is more supply of housing for New Zealanders so we can buy houses. We need to ensure that there's assistance to first home buyers, and we're doing that as well. But, Mr Speaker, allowing the Reserve Bank too much rope, which they may use in a way in which may be detrimental to New Zealanders' ability to buy houses, we need to be cautious on. And I was pleased that the Minister of Finance didn't jump at the debt-to-income ratio scenario that the Reserve Bank was putting in front of it. But, Mr Speaker, the bottom line is New Zealand is achieving more and more every single year under budgets put together firstly by Bill English, now he is Prime Minister, and that will continue under Stephen Joyce. I'm proud to be part of a government that is showing leadership. I'm proud to be part of a government that is investing appropriately in New Zealand, and will continue to see tens of thousands of New Zealanders voting with their feet into the future as well, coming home to their home country.
I call David Seymour.
Mr.